Well, firstly, I hope this video finds you all safe and well. My name is Professor Kilduff, and I head the research centre here within the School of Sport and Exercise Science called ASTEM. This video is just going to be a very short introduction into some of the research we do here focused on preparing athletes for competition. And it's very much focused on what strategy you've got at your disposal to enhance performance on the day of competition. So this is some work we did a number of years ago with British skeleton bob. So these are international athletes performing at a very, very high level. In the top left-hand corner, 0 there represents what was at that time their current best competition day strategies. And then over the course of 2 weeks, we managed to manipulate a number of these strategies, which I'll talk about in a second, to get on average a 4% improvement in their performance, which is for anyone involved in elite sport is substantial. And it's worth emphasizing it was only in a 2-week period. So in a lot of sports, muscle power is fundamental to success. So if we stay with the example of skeleton bob, the initial sprint over anywhere between 10 and 30 meters is absolutely key to success or end performance. So with muscle power being so important, we looked at, from a physiological perspective, what underpins that. And there's 3 primary things that you can manipulate to try and enhance muscle power acutely. First one is muscle temperature, which we'll focus a little bit more on in a minute. So we know there's a very strong relationship between muscle temperature and your muscle's ability to produce power. Second one is motor unit recruitment. So again, the higher threshold motor units recruited, the greater ability to produce power. And the third one is elevations in some key anabolic hormones, again, are related to athletes' ability to produce muscle power. So if we focus on the first one, increased muscle temperature, what happens in a lot of sports is athletes warm up, and then through various different rules and regulations, they have to stop warming up for a set period of time before they actually compete. So in skeleton bob, they would warm up, and then there might be a 15 to 20 minute delay before they can actually start to slide. Now, what happens in that 15 to 20 minutes is you get quite a substantial drop-off in muscle temperature. So again, focus on this graph here. This is a group of athletes who've warmed up. So you can see this nice increase in temperature. A group of athletes, so this is mimicking the time delay between when they finish the warm-up to when they start. You can see this big drop-off, about 73, 74% drop-off in their body temperature. So we knew this was, if we were able to offset some of this drop-off, it should have a significant impact on performance. So we worked with British skeleton bob and UK Sport and English Institute of Sport and applying what's classed as a passive heat maintenance device. So this is just a foil jacket that we were confident would help minimize the drop-offs in that body temperature. And in this study, you can see what happened. So instead of being down here, we managed to minimize or attenuate the drop-off in body temperature. That led to a 3% improvement in muscle power. In the control trial, you had a 7% drop-off in that heat loss window. You only had a 3% drop-off when we used passive heat maintenance, so 4% better off. And we also had a repeated sprint trial for these athletes to make it more specific to actually some team sport athletes we were working on as well. And you can see their performance was improved in the first 4 sprints of the repeated sprint test. I think the testament to any good research is it then embedded or used by elite sports. And here at Swans, we do pride ourselves on ensuring our research is as impactful as possible in our end users. In this case, the end users are elite and international sports. And you can see this is just an example of some of the sports that now embed our strategies into their match day preparation. I think it's only apt to finish this presentation with saying thank you to all the NHS and key workers for the phenomenal job they're doing keeping us all safe. And I hope to see you all soon. Thank you.